Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Ashley and this is Ashley Talks Movies. Welcome to my channel. I have a new movie review for you. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the new film, I'm Your Woman, which comes from director Julia Hart. And the film essentially is about a young, naive suburban housewife who has to go on the run with her baby after her husband betrays his partners in crime. So before I get into the full review of this film, while I have you here, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my videos, and also hit that notification bell so you get notified every time a new video is posted. Okay, so on to the review.
Something happened tonight. You'll work out with Cal where you're gonna go.
Who the hell is Cal? Where is Eddie?
I'm Your Woman is a crime drama that takes a very different approach to the genre. Rachel Brosnahan plays Jean, who is this young, naive suburban housewife. She's married to a criminal, and really the only thing she knows about her husband is that he's a thief, or at least that's probably what he's told her. And her world gets turned completely upside down when one day someone in her husband's inner circle shows up at her house, tells her to take a bag of money and take the baby and go. And because something bad has happened. And so the film basically follows her journey as she's learning more about her husband and this world that he exists in, this criminal world that he's a part of. And also she discovers more about herself and like her capabilities. And one of the things that I loved about I'm Your Woman, and I think is probably one of its stronger aspects, is that it does subvert the expectations of a crime drama. Usually a movie like this, a story like this would focus on the men involved, you know, the mobsters and the criminals involved, but instead it focuses on the wife, and who is completely oblivious to a lot of the dealings of her husband. And so you get her perspective as she's learning about this stuff, and also like how it affects her and her child as they have to go on a run because of something her husband did. And so that to me was a nice little change in this kind of story. Some really strong performances in this movie. Like I said, Rachel Brosnahan plays Jean, and she does a really great job with her character, especially because Jean is so naive, and Rachel Brosnahan plays that part so well. Like she's just sort of wide-eyed and confused and unsure of herself and unsure of what is going on. And just from her facial expressions, like Brosnahan is able to really kind of capture that about this character. You also have strong performances from Arinze Kene, who plays a character named Cal, and he's kind of a mysterious figure because he shows up when like sort of everything starts to happen. Also, I want to make sure I mention Marsha Stephanie Blake, who plays Terry, and I'm not going to get into the details of like who her character is and the relationship between Jean and the other characters, because it's a nice little reveal. But yeah, she does a really amazing job, and I love like when she shows up. There's like this moment in the film where the story kind of shifts, and it's a good shift because things really start to get going. And her character is fantastic, and she does a great job with it. And her interactions with Jean, it just that relationship as it develops is really, really good. As I mentioned, this movie does shift sort of midway, and I think that is definitely a thing that saved this movie for me, because the first half of this movie is okay. It's interesting. You're kind of wanting to know what it is that her husband did. Not a lot is revealed, so you're kind of in the dark just like she is. So there is this tension in that, you know, you're trying to figure out what's going on and you're curious. But it does move a little slow. Once the shift happens in the story, in the film, to me it gets so much better. It becomes a much better film, much stronger film, because the story gets a lot more focused, because at the beginning it seems a little bit convoluted. But the story becomes a lot more focused once the shift happens, and the characters that are introduced are really strong characters, and help build the tension, and this film becomes a lot grittier too. This film is also shot very well. I mean, it's set in the 70s, and it really captures that 70s vibe, or what you would assume would be the 70s, just from the style of the clothes to the cars, even the look, the color scheme of this movie is very 70s. The soundtrack also very 70s, has that vibe to it. It's such a well-made film. It falters a little bit in the beginning, and it almost lost me again, because I felt the story was a little all over the place, and it was a bit slow, and it didn't really quite build the characters up. And then there's a shift in the story, and then it gets so much better, like finds its footing. So anyway, those are my thoughts on I'm Your Woman. I believe the film hits Amazon Prime on December 11th. I'm pretty sure. So if you have Amazon Prime and you are interested in watching the film, definitely check it out when it hits the platform. If you've seen the film and you want to share your thoughts with me, share them in the comment section below. While you're here, also like this video, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to see more videos like this.